review. All right. So anyway, when you are first off, what's the operation? Let's start that off. What is the operation? All right. What is it? Not when you go to the doctor. What's the operation? I'll start you off. Add is one of your operations. What's the other one? Yeah, subtract. What else? There you go. You got to know when somebody say operation, they talking about add, subtract, divide, and multiply. Quad is a kip. Is actually one more. Exponents. All right. As quiet as a kip, we normally say it's 4 operations: add, subtract, multiply, divide. You'll still be right, but understand, exponent is the 5th operation. All right. So anytime you're dealing with a problem that got add, subtract, multiply, divide, and exponents, you have to perform the order operation. The order operation: go, please excuse my dear aunt, whatever you got. All right. So that means parentheses, brackets, braces, the absolute value when you finish gonna be positive, and a fraction line. We know what exponent is. 5 to the second power means 5 times 5, not 5 times 2. So that's exponent. Now multiplication division. We learned that we only do multiplication division whoever comes first from what? Left to right. Multiplication don't always go first. Whoever comes first from left to right when you got multiplication division. And add subtraction from left to right. Add don't always go first. That's what we talked about. So you go back and get that makeup notes, get that so I can give you credit on that. Now, one thing I want you to do moving forward, when you got a problem and you got nothing but you done your parentheses and you done your exponents, I want you to change all minus signs. I saw some of your work that some of you guys turned in, and it is because that minus is messing you up. So when you get to the problem, you got all multiplication, when you finna multiply and divide or add and subtract, make sure all your minus signs ain't in your problem no more. You should have had number pluses in there. All right, let me show you what I mean. So for this first one, we got 6 squared plus a negative 14 divided by 2 minus a negative 8. All right, now, the first order says do what's in parentheses first. There's an issue with that. What's inside this parentheses right here? Just a negative number, so you can't do nothing. What's inside that parentheses? You can't do nothing in there. So now we go to exponent. Do you have an exponent in there? So here we go. So you say 6 times 6. If you wrote 12, you messed up somewhere. Because 6 times 6 is what? 36. So you should have had 36. And everything else come down because we didn't touch it. Plus, we doing 2 numbers at a time. Plus 14 divided by 2 minus negative 8. All right? Even if you got a calculator, I'm going to bring a calculator. I hate bringing a calculator because I think y'all should bring y'all own stuff. But for this next test, when we get back, I went and bought some calculators. Y'all, well, I'm going to bring them in here. Even if you put in the calculator, I want to see your work. Your calculator should be just used to check your answer. But I still want to see my work. Now, in this problem, we're done with exponents. Now that you got multiplication and division, add, subtraction here, I want you to change all your minus signs. You got one minus sign. He needs to be changed. So remember, minus means, all right, if I'm put to the side, minus mean equals add the opposite. Some people say keep, change, change. All right, so every time we see a minus, we're going to change that to plus, and then negative 8 goes, what's the opposite of negative 8? Positive 8. Thank you, Miss Bailey. All right. Now, so the first thing I want you to do, when you see that minus going to change to a plus, and that negative 8 going to change to a positive 8. And you bring everything else down. I want you to start getting rid of those minus signs because they are eating us up. So we're going to do that on the front end. All right? So when you start your problem, you got nothing but plus. You got no minuses in it when you start your problem. It shouldn't be a minus nowhere. Is that a minus right there? Is that a minus? It's not. Now, if you've been doing math a long time, you know that plus minus mean negative, all right? Or plus negative mean a minus, yes. But that right there itself, that's not a minus 14, that's a what? Negative 14, all right? Now, here we go, let's get started. Now, I got, what operations I got left? Because your test gonna ask you like that. What operations you got left in this problem? What other operations you got left? Addition, what else? What else? Division, and what else? Another addition, right? So you got addition, division, and addition left. If we going by the order, which one go first? Addition or multiplication? Which one go first? Who? Multiplication. Yeah, because multiplication always go before addition, or division always go before addition, right? So we divide first. We say negative 14 divided by 2. What's negative 14 divided by 2? 14 divided by 2 is 7, right? We know that. But what's negative 14 divided by 2? A negative 7. There you go. All right, negative 7. And we bringing everything down. The only reason I'm putting it in parentheses because that plus is sitting right there. That's the only reason. So everything come down. Plus 8. We're not going to have that many on the test. So I want to see everything. Now, we got all addition left. All right, here we go. Now, remember, same sign add. Let's put the 8 and 36 together. What's 8 plus 36? We'll put them two together. All right. 44? 44, right? Almost. 44 plus a negative 7. All right. Now, I know it's a plus, but can you add them two numbers? No. You cannot. You cannot. The reason being because 44 is going this way and negative 7 is going this way, so you got to subtract. When we subtract 44 and 7, what we get? 37. Boy, quick on that. I was going to think a minute. 37. Is it going to be negative? Which one is farther away from 0? 44 or 7? Which one is farthest away? 44, right? So the answer is going to be positive. Right there. Oh, there you go. Now I'm not gonna have a whole lot of these on the test. I might even have an answer on that. I just need you to show me the work. All right, let's do another one.
Oh, don't it need to be the same signs for it to be positive?
No, that's only multiplication. And addition, subtractions. Whoever is the farthest away from 0, that's who signed it. If you got $44 in your pocket and you spend $7, you ain't broke. You got a positive dollars left. All right, let's do another. I'm taking my time on this. All right, we got negative 6 times 8 times 4 squared plus 2 plus 72 divided by a negative 8. All right, there we go. Push that over. All right, now, what do we do first? Parentheses. All right. So now we here now. We inside the parentheses. What we gonna do? 4 squared. You can't tell me 4 squared plus 2 because that's not. You don't know that amount yet. You got to give me that amount and then say plus 2. So 4 squared is what times what? 4 times 4, right? So you got to give me that 16. So that's gonna be 16 plus what? Plus 2. We already in the parentheses. I'm not going to bring, we just going to do that in there. What's 16 plus 2? So now we got 18. All right. Now, I can't get rid of parentheses because there's an 8 on the outside. So I'm going to keep the parentheses. And that's 8 times negative 6 plus 72 divided by a negative 8. All right. After we get down parentheses, we're supposed to check to make sure ain't no minus signs in this problem. Thank God we don't have any what? We don't have no minus. We don't have to change nobody. We're good to go. All right? But what are the operations we got left?
Multiplication, division.
Addition, division. But you're right. You're talking about what order to go. All right? So now we got multiplication, 2 multiplications, addition, and division. If we go back to our list, We can't add nothing until we finish our multiplication division, right? And you go from left to right. So first you'll say -6 times 8. What's that? -48. Because Jalen, remember, when you divide and multiply, that's when you use that triangle. Negative times a negative, stuff like that. Negative times negative, positive, positive times negative equal negative. So we got -48, all right? And we'll bring down that 18, because we didn't touch it. And that plus 72. Only thing, this is really trying to see if you can follow direction. It's math, but it's seeing if you can follow direction. That's it. All right? Now, I'm going to need somebody with a calculator to do that. I ain't about to hurt my head. What's 0.8 times 18? Huh? What we got? Nobody know yet? Put it in the calculator. You got it out.
What you say?
I ain't hear. What is it?
864.
Whoa. 8. You know this ain't going to be on the test. 864. All right.
Negative, I think.
Yep, it is. Plus 72 divided by -8. All right. What operations we got left now? Add and divide. Which one we supposed to do first? You got to. You follow it. You can't do no adding till all the multiplication division go. All right. So what is 72 divided by -8? What's 72 divided by 8? Yeah, that's 9. So we got 9.
Complete the 6 problems on the screen.
And then we bring down that plus -864. And what kind of 9 is going to be? That's right. Why? Because we doing that negative divided by positive negative. You always use that triangle with multiplication division. Now, if you look at this same sign, we do what? Add. Because if you look at it, if this is 0, -864 go that way, and -9 go that way. So you add everything going in the same direction. So we spent $864 on the car note, and then we add $9 to that. How much we spent it off? $873. And because everything is negative, it's gonna stay negative. All right. All right. Here we go. I think we got. Yeah, let's go ahead and, like I said, I'm not worried about spending a whole lot of time with it. I want you to do it. All right? The next one. You probably have 4 problems on the test. -4, 1 minus 5 to the second power, divided by 6 minus 4 squared plus 5. All right, here we go. What do we do first? Parentheses. The issue is we got 2 parentheses. Which one we do first? I always work from what? Left to right, right? So we're gonna do this first. There's an issue. What's in there? It's a minus sign. I don't want to see you do no minus sign. Fix it. Fix it. So that minus changed to a plus, and what's the opposite of +5?
Negative.
You got to get that done, y'all. I know you don't like it, but it's gonna save your life with the next unit. If you got a grade that you don't like right now, go ahead and stomach this now. You're gonna need it. So what I did was I just changed the sign. I'm just gonna bring everything down. All right. Now remember, I ain't changing this because I still got some stuff going on over there. So I ain't changing it. It's still gonna be 6 minus 4 squared plus 5. I'm not changing it because I got something going on over there. I can't do nothing until that's just one number. Then I can make that change. I can't do nothing to it now. All right, here we go. So inside parentheses here, we got a 1 plus -5. If same signs add, what do different signs do? Subtract. So we're gonna get 4, but which side is farther away from 0? Is -5 farther?
Negative.
-5 is farther, right? All right, so if you need to see that, if I got a 0 here, -5 go this way, +1 go a little bit. So I got to put the negative on it. All right, then I'm gonna bring everything down. As a matter of fact, we can go ahead and do, well, no, we did that parentheses. Let's just take it piece by piece. Piece by piece. If you smoke a little dope, get all the notes you need. And if you got offended by that, then you smoke too much dope. I'm just trying to help. Now, that's a shame because I'm sure I'm going to put this recording on there just as that. All right, now, so we did what's inside that parentheses. How I know what's left in there? Just a what? Negative 4. Now we come on over here to this parenthesis. What we do first? Yeah, what's 4 squared? Yeah, because that's 4 times 4. Alright. So we got 16 plus 5. Alright. Now since we still in the parenthesis, I'm not gonna write everything down. We still in here. We're still in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that answer. What's 16 plus 5? 21. Alright, and we're gonna bring everything else down. 21. Because we done with the parentheses. See, I don't write it no more. We good. That's a minus. Divided by negative 4 squared and a negative 4. Alright. See, now we can change that minus. We can change it. At first it had too much going on in there. Now we can change it. So now we change that minus. The minus always change to what kind of sign? Addition sign. But when you do that, that 21 gonna change to the opposite. Change to what kind of 21? Get that done, y'all. When we start putting these X's and G's and W's on it, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it, because if you distribute the wrong number, the whole problem wrong. And all that work you do in the next lesson. Alright? Now, somebody give me the operations. What we got?
Divide.
Well, we got division. What else?
Addition.
We got addition. We got multiplication, and we got what? Exponent. So we got multiplication, exponent, division, plus. All right. If we look at our cheat sheet up here, we got exponent, multiplication, division, and plus. Which one go first? Exponent. Let's get that out the way. Exponent. So remember, what does that mean when you sit in parentheses? That's what time what? Who remember?
4 times 4.
Almost. Look at what's in there.
What?
Yeah, so what is it? What time what? What is it?
Negative 4 times negative.
There you go. It's negative 4. And I know you smoke a little dope, so you got it, man. That's what I'm talking about. Negative 4 times, you told me. Negative 4 times negative 4. Alright? So what kind of 16 that's gonna be? Just 16. That's right. I ain't mad if you can smoke and still do what you gotta do. Negative 4. Whatever it is you like to do. Alright, and we're gonna bring everything over. My mama teach too. She, you gotta stop saying that. I like to teach grown folks. They know what it is. Alright. Now, here we go. What operation we got left? Multiplication, division, and what? And addition. Alright, we got multiplication, division, and addition. If we go back to our cheat sheet, we got multiplication, division, and addition. We'll go first.
Multiplication.
Yeah, that's left to right, right? It don't make sense you do 16 divided by 6. Now it won't make sense. You're gonna get a decimal. Alright? So 4 times 16, that's 24 carried to 2. What's that, 64? So we get a negative 64. Because remember, we use the triangle in multiplication division. And then we got divided by 6 plus a negative 21. Alright? What we got? Negative 64 divided by 6, what we get? What's 64 divided by 6? We can't. It's a decimal. It's a decimal. I'm gonna stop then. Because I ain't gonna give you no decimals. I'm gonna give you a number like 66, something like that. That's what I'm gonna give you. So if it was 66, you divide first, and then you'll add, subtract. It'll be 2 negatives. Alright? So we're gonna pretend right now that said negative 66. Put a little star beside it, because I ain't gonna give you no decimal. Negative 66 divided by 6 plus negative 21. Let's just pretend like that was negative 66. Put a little stop. We edited it. Alright? What would you do first?
Divide.
You divide. Negative 66 divided by 6 gives you a negative what?
11.
Negative 11. And we say plus a negative 21. Alright? Same signs, we do what? Add. What we get? Negative 31. Alright? Negative 31. I'm not going to give you no decimals on these problems. It's already hard enough. Alright? Last one. And then we'll go over the little lesson for today. It's short. Alright, last one we got is negative 2 squared. Then we got 2 cubed minus 9 minus 9 minus 10. All these minuses in here. Alright, Don't change signs yet. Let's look at the operation. We might have to look at the operation first. All right. What we got to do is inside parentheses first. All right. Let's start here. All right. What we got in parentheses? 2Q, right? That ain't 6. What is that? 2 times 2 times 2. What's 2 times 2?
8.
Right? 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. Remember that. 8. Alright? Since we still in the parentheses, we're going to bring down that minus 9. Alright? Now, we got a minus. How we going to fix that? So that minus changed to a plus. What's the opposite of 9? Get used to that, y'all. We're not going to write everything down when we're in parentheses. We're going to just finish this up. Alright? And when you got an 8, when we got a positive and negative, they go in different directions. Do we add or subtract? We subtract. Because 8 is going this way and 9 is going this way. So we got to subtract. And we get 1. What kind of 1 is going to be? Negative. The 9 distance is farther away than the positive distance. Alright, now let's go bring everything else down. We could actually go ahead and do that. Y'all want to go ahead and do this in that parentheses right there? We sure could. We did that parentheses. Let's do this one in here. And we'll bring everything down. Alright, so instead of saying minus, that minus changed to a what? A positive. And that 10 changed to a what? A negative 10. Get that on out the way. Alright, same thing happened again. They go in 2 different directions. Alright. They go in 2 different directions, so we're going to change that to, well, 9 and 10, we subtract and get what kind of 1? I'm going to put it down here by this one, negative 1. And I'm going to bring everything down. That minus going to come down now. I hate the way that look. You know what I'm saying? That minus going to come down now. And what's on the outside of that negative 1? That negative 2 squared, right? Because there's no sign between them, you got to keep that negative 1. You got to keep it in parentheses. Because there's no sign between them. No sign between means multiply. So you have to bring that parenthesis down and then keep him in that parenthesis to keep them separate. If you don't, it'll be like negative 2 to the second minus 1. That ain't what that says. That's a 2 right there, by the way. And I hate the way a minus negative look, so I'll go ahead and put that in parenthesis too. Alright? Now, we got a minus. Every time we see a minus, it changes to a what? A plus, and that's a negative 1. The opposite of negative 1 is what? A positive 1. So we bringing everything down. Negative 2Q. I got half. I should do that exponent first. I got half. I jumped over. I went ahead and changed that sign. Alright, anyway. Negative 2 to the third power is what? How many 2's? How many negative 2's is it?
Negative 2.
1, 2, 3. Alright? So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, but we got 3 negatives. So what's the sign gonna be?
Negative.
Yeah, it's gonna be negative. I'm gonna bring everything else down. That negative 1 plus that positive 1 that we changed that sign for. Alright? Now, we know 8 times 1 is gonna stay 8. But a negative times a negative is gonna keep it what? Positive. Alright? That's when we use the triangle. Bring down the plus 1. 8 plus 1 is what? 9. Sometimes you put it in the calculator like that, you'll get a different answer. It just depends on what you got going. Alright? Now, the note that I got to give you, we ain't got too much time left. We got about 5 minutes. It ain't going to take us long. Alright, so take this out. It's the note you got to do. That was just us. We working the problem.